Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, we're going to start with chapstick. This is holiday cocoa scented and flavored. I'm smiling because I'm excited. We're doing another beauty face off. This one will be episode number 10. And I'm going to show you the palettes that we're going to use. And they are not dupes. I am not saying they're dupes, so please hear me. I'm not saying they're dupes. I'm just saying there's some shades that may be similar in each of the palettes. And so we're going to be using Pat McGrath Mothership number 2, which is Sublime. And we're going to be using MAC Color Excess. This one is embedded in Burgundy. We're not using any of the Celestial shades because y'all know the Celestial shades stand on their own, even though there are some possible dupes between the Mothership Celestial shades and Indie Cosmetics dual chromes and multi-chromes. And so, but we're not going to use that for this. So maybe I'll do it like this. So looking at the 6 from the Mothership and the 6 from MAC, there's a few that might kind of look the same a little bit, right? I don't know. We're going to see. And so I'm going to do one eye with one palette and the other eye with the other palette. I'm thinking right now to use Terrible Vision. I don't use it a lot, just to add a pop amongst all of, you know, the rosy type tones. And so I'm going to prime the eye and do the intro. And then we're going to get into these looks. Here we go. Fenty eyeshadow primer as usual. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why? The crazy. Just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. And some people are like, what? You mean just be who I naturally am? Yeah. Sound crazy, don't it? It's very freeing. The troll part, excuse me, is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to keep hiccuping, excuse me. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to get it on in a way that you are satisfied with it. If people are judging you, it's like, ignore them. Like, who are they to judge what you should look like? You know what I mean? And that's very freeing as well. Wear what you want to wear, however you want to wear it, and just rock it. Here, the bottom line is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features. Enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. That's what the concept of the Crazy Troll Nation is, and I hope it resonates with you. You already know about this organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, because I already kind of hiccuped twice in the last 2 minutes. I also want to let you know, if you're new, I do curse sometimes in videos because I curse sometimes, period. I do try to catch myself. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So if it sounded like I said something, I did. If you heard a noise, it was this thing in my throat. Do I want to tilt this a little bit? Yeah, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. So that is what we stand for here. That is what we do here. I do hope that resonates with you. I'm excited that you're here to see this. And so if you're a person who are not always about the high shine shimmer, because me, I like dark, grungy, smoky, vampy looks. And so the high shine shimmers don't always grab me like, ooh, ah. But then when I use them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cute. But it's not like, you know what I mean? And so, but if you're like me and you don't always, or you don't usually want the high shine shimmer, then I do think these beauty face-offs will help you, and especially price point. Yeah, price point. So we're going to get into this look. We're going to, I'm not even going to say what we're taking, because then you will know what we're doing. We're going to do outside inward, and we're going to start over here. I didn't wash the brushes from yesterday's video. Yesterday's video was a beauty face-off, Pat McGrath. Against Lethal Cosmetics, and I know we did a Lethal one before, and Lethal ate Pat's ass, like for real. I mean, Lethal was just so bold and bright against it that it was just like, what? Like, are you serious? So anyway, yeah, I know Pat is the GOAT. So, well, I should say Pat McGrath Labs, because I have long since stopped believing she was in creative control of the company. So that's why I say Pat McGrath Labs. And what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. We know that Pat McGrath Labs is the GOAT, you know, but you know, win all the awards. And her as a person, she's amazing. Her runway stuff is amazing. And that's why you cannot convince me she's in creative control of the company, because of what they keep re-releasing. And I do believe Pat is living her best life. Because, hey, would you rather be trying to put together a new palette or on runway doing your thing? You know what I'm saying? And either way, the company's going to keep making money. So it's not a problem. So this is what we have over here. I was trying to round this out up here, but it doesn't want to be rounded. Oh, okay. I think we just got the blend. So we're going to leave it alone before I mess it up. And this side usually does end up straight angle, and this side usually rounded. And I know it's the way I'm doing whatever I'm doing, but I haven't been able to really figure out what it is that I'm doing that makes it look like that. And I'm trying to get that harsh line out of there. We may come back to it later, but right now let's just keep going. Oh, my lids are sticking. Now we're going to take this shade and put this on the other eye. And this one, okay. I think I knew what was what. And even if you think you may know like what side is what side, it's kind of like, is it really a big deal? You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of why I do these, because it's like, does it really matter? Like, as long as you get a look that you like, then it's like, hey, or one that can, I don't want to say dupe another look, but if it's similar to another look, then does it really matter? And if you like them both, and if you want them both, then, you know, just get all the things. But, yeah, this is harsh. I don't know what to do. And this side, you see what I'm saying? And then I probably did my brows different as well, because they're, you know, they were on different continents. I'll just say that. So this is where we are right now. We're going to bring this side in a little bit more, because I think the other side is in a little bit more. And now that I did that, I don't think so. So we're going to just bring this up right here. So we're just padding to bring it up some. Y'all, I feel like I'm just all over the place. I'm excited. A house guest. I'm going to have a house guest. And there's that harsh line I don't like. And the plan was, you know, go out and eat, of course, because you always got to eat. And they were also going to do my makeup. So we're going to see when that day comes, like what really transpires. But I'm really excited because right now I'm thinking like positioning the camera, well, my phone actually, and just trying to figure out how are we going to fit in this frame, in this little tiny space. But we will work it out. So I like that blend over there. Ooh. I like that blend over there, but I do not like this line up here. So what I'm gonna do right now, because it is really annoying me, we're going to take this brush with no shadow on it, and we're going to go with small circular motions, and we're going to try to blend that out. And if it doesn't, then it just won't. It is blending out, but that harsh line is still there. So you can see the shadow up here, but then you see that line. I'm gonna just leave it. Ooh, my lids are sticking. This part of my lid, the puffy part, is sticking to my mobile lid down here. And it feels really weird. I am using the appropriate brushes. Just tapping out because it's uncomfortable when it gets sticky. So now we're going to take, this shade. And that's going to go on the center part of the lid, which is great because now the puff won't be sticking to the mobile lid. And we're just going back and forth. This is a very, very smooth shade. This is nice. This is simple. It's easy. Oh man, we're done with that one. We're just going back and forth in case there does need to be more blending where the two shades meet. Y'all. Then we're going to take this shade and oh wow, y'all, I'm telling you, these shadows. We're going to go back and forth like we did on the other side. These are the Hourglass number 3 brushes. Did I say I didn't wash the brushes from the last look? Which you'll probably see this like a week after that one. So those brushes with these brushes. I have a lot of brushes to wash. And I do wash them after each use, and so these are fresh brushes. That's a little deeper, but you know what? I'm liking both of them. We're going back to the other side. This is a pretty shade too, though. And this one just blends up into like under my brow. My where I don't have any shadow, it looks like it is because of how this one is blending out. Yo, I really like this. Wow, it is definitely different. So now we're going to take, what are we taking? We're going to take this shade. This is an Esom T37 brush. Haven't used it in a super long time, and I used to love it because it's angled when I would do like the halo looks or, you know, inner corner, outer corner. So we're going to use it today for inner corner. Pointy side down, and look at that pop. It's right there. All I did was just press. I pressed it one time, it was there. So now we're just pressing multiple times. I don't know what I was going to say. And we're going to use the top edge and just blend. Do I need to explain? Like, this is just... And we're going to take a clean one and pop. Oh, this side is brighter. Did I know that was going to be brighter? Oh, let me take some more of that. These beauty face-offs, they do always surprise me. Whether it's how the shadow shows up, or how it blends, or we're going to take the brush that had this center shade on it, or something. And I'm actually going to use the side we didn't put shadow on, just to kind of blend that over. And we're going to do the same, excuse me, with this side. The side with no shadow on it, just going to pull over that inner corner shade. Let's try and get it to look the same, even though the looks are not the same. We're going back to the brush that had this on it, this center shade, just to bring it up some, because this one looks like it blends all the way up and this side doesn't. And I actually like how this brow bone side looks, except for this outer corner, because that's kind of sharp too. So I'm just feathering. I didn't put any extra shadow on the brush, but I think it's just going to be how that side is. And so at least they're looking the same. They're jacked up equally. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take two Makeup Geek brushes. These are a defined crease brush. Not that it matters. They're not around anymore. I think I got them when they were half off before she closed down shop. And so we're going to take this outer corner shade. Really? Oh shit, it's going to be dark. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Yeah. This is going to go on the outer lower lash line. And we are coming on and beneath matte terracotta Sephora gel eyeliner pencil. And so that's just going to be right here. And we are coming out here, but it's not showing up as dark as on my lid. And I'm sure it's because we put that directly on top of primer. And over here, we're not. We're putting it over top of a gel pencil liner, which is not sticky. And so that is that. So we're going to put that brush down. I'm going to need two more brushes for the inner corner part. The outer lid shade over here, we're going to put this on and underneath this gel liner over here, and we're going to attach it. And so that's what we're going to do with this shade. The same as we did on the other side. Let me know what you're thinking about these looks so far. Both are easy and both are very pretty. We're very quick to do. Yeah, I have another beauty face off already lined up. Yes, with another Pat McGrath palette. But these are nice. We're going back to the brush that had this one on it. We're actually going to tap back in lightly. And, oh, I think came down too far. No, because now it looks like the other side. More like the other side. Not exactly like the other side. You know, let me just put this here since that is that same shade. And I kind of messed it up. So, I'm trying to think, do I got a freckle right there? Because sometimes my freckles be tricking me. I'm going to tap back in, not tap off. And we're going to just feather right here. This is not even filling in. Let's pull it out. Okay. Just a little bit. Then we're going to go back to the brush with this shade on there. Tap in a little bit. And just pull that out a little bit. Tapping again, not tapping off, and just feathering out a little bit. I am sweating, y'all. When I sit here, I be sweating. So that's all we're gonna do with that. Just pulling it out just a tiny bit. This looks very dark. Yeah, I came down too far, so we're just gonna blow it out. We're gonna blow it down. And we're gonna take this brush that had that shade, this shade, and we're just gonna blow that down too. So even though they're different shadows, at least they will kind of look as similar as I can get it to look. So we're just blowing it down. Okay, we're gonna take 2 more brushes that I hadn't thought about. And we're going to take this shade. And we're going to just press this and swipe right here. This is this inner corner shade. That's what this is. And we're going to overlap some. Yeah, so we're just going to pull that over to blend. We're going to put that brush down. And we're going to take this inner corner shade. And we're going to put that, excuse me if you heard that in my throat. I'm going to put that under here. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull it over. This is a lot lighter than I thought it was going to show up as. I am like seriously sweating. Oh my gosh, just these lights. So we're going to pull that over. So that is it for the shadows, y'all. We're going to, the last one I forgot to do mascara, and I didn't realize it until I was doing the flat lay, and I'm like, you know what, too late now because everything is already done. Excuse me. So we are going to take Terrible Vision, and I could I could use Phase. I could use a lot of different things, but we're going to use this just to add a pop, just to be a little bit funky. You're going to hear a clank because these are the eyeshadow brushes we use. I'm going to put them away. And this is Terrible Vision from Milk Cosmetics. I thought I would use it more than I do, and I don't know, because the color was like, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I want that, and I got it, but now I don't use it as much as I thought I would. And I didn't think about it, because this color eyeliner, how often would you use this? You know what I'm saying? And I have other, you know, grungy eyeliner colors. So I try to pick something that's going to be suitable for the look and not look too crazy. You see what I'm saying? So it's there, but it's not like, oh my gosh, like what the heck is that? And I do always get compliments on my upper lash liner color. They're always like, oh, I love your eyeliner. So if you want to play with like a popping eyeliner color like this, even though this looks like, okay, wow, that's really bright, against these colors though, it's not like, well, I don't think it's kind of like bam, boom, pow, you know what I mean? Or if you're doing like a gray look, you can use something like Fortune from Milk Cosmetics, which is a dark green, but on me it almost shows up black. And so something like that, I think, will help you get into using different colored liners without it looking like way too much or too bold, or, you know, you might feel self-conscious, especially if it's something you don't normally do. But I do recommend it, using different color eyeliners. And it's fun to do, and it does alter the look in a good way because it makes it stand out. If you're more conservative than I am with your makeup, and if you're doing an ethereal look and you normally would use a black shadow, I suggest maybe using like a dark gray. So that'll still give you a different color without being, you know, too much for you, I think. I just think it's really fun, just trying new things, using, you know, different eyeliner colors. The shapes are not the same. They both have an accidental swoosh. This side seems to be a little bit darker. Is it because it's not dry yet, where the other side is a little dry? I mean, because we did it first. So we're just going to put a little bit more just to see if that will liven it up. So I think, yeah, because I started to dry down, maybe, or it wasn't that much. I'm surprised that my eyeliner is almost the same this time. So now we are going to Queen Museum mascara. I'm trying to think of what lip to do. I kept the base face powder products neutral. Well, not neutral, but nude-ish, natural, whatever you want to call it. Because I knew the eye look was going to just kind of be a lighter type of look. And usually I don't care about that type of thing, but today I'm like, you know what, let me do what sensible people would do, even though I'm a non-sensible troll. And so this is what we're doing. And we are going to layer the MAC stack on top of this, or not, because that'll just be one more step. I'm not going to put the MAC stack. I'm going to build this up a little bit. I wanted to just show up more on this side. This side shows up less. And I think the lashes on this side are just shorter. Yeah, because this is definitely more noticeable than this side. And we put 2 coats on this side already. So we're just going to leave it. I have not thought about... I have a lip to do. And y'all going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. I'm being sensible. We're going to do a nude lip. We're going to do a nude lip. I said it. And y'all going to be like, what? So this look is to appease the masses. Even though I like it. We're going to put this on. This is House Labs Atomic Shaker Lip Lacquer Rosewood Shine. This is the one that I did the demo with. Part of me wants to do that red, because that red will be pop, 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 popping. That'll be too popping for this look. Says me who likes popping lips. And so we're going to put this on. This is like the perfect nude for me. I think this is only my 3rd time using it. This is my perfect nude. Online it looked darker. And so when I seen it, when I opened it to check it in the store, and I'm like, that looks really light. And so I tried it when I got home. I feel like I said home funny. Home. I tried it when I got home. And I was like, what? And then you just let it dry. And that's it. And I've learned I don't need to do 2 coats, because I was letting it dry down and then do a 2nd coat. That is not necessary. This is this is simple. This is what I think people would call everyday work appropriate look, except for the orange eyeliner. But even if you're in a corporate world, I don't think you'll get like, if you use this type of eyeliner. Contemplative state is safe because for my complexion is there, not there. So even something like this, I think would work for this type of look. And of course, Coutura would work, excuse me for that noise, from Melt Cosmetics, a shade like this one. But I wanted something that was going to kind of tie into the reds and the look that we did, even though the eyeliner we used is orange. But that's why we did what we did. I'm hella excited. So I'm going to take pictures, and then I'm going to take them again with the palettes. And so what do you think? And this side is Pat McGrath Mothership number 2. Or do you think this side is Pat McGrath number 2? So thank you for bearing with me for the looks. And so I'm going to show you the palettes again. This is MAC Cosmetics. I forgot that this comes all the way down like that. This is MAC Cosmetics Embedded in Burgundy. And this is the Pat McGrath Mothership number 2. How did I do that before? How did I hold this before? Oh, you know, I think I had it bent. Yeah. Mothership number 2, Sublime. So looking at this, looking at these two, this will be our thumbnail. All right, well, let me get the glares off. That'll be a thumbnail. So which side do you think is which? This side will say it's by the curtain instead of trying to do left or right, because I know it's the opposite on your end. So the side with the curtain, what do you think that is? The side not by the curtain, what do you think that is? Yep, I took more pictures and I think I lowered my hands. So I'm going to show you like what is what, just so you know if you were right or not, and let me know. This side is MAC Embedded in Burgundy. That's what this side is. These colors, y'all. This is the inner corner shade. I was just like, oh, that's bright. Oh, so we use this shade and these two right here. So, no. Yeah, this shade and these two are the shades that we use. Me doing 3 shadows for a look, it's like, what? But I was looking at what may look similar. So that leaves this side, I'm going to cover this up. That leaves this side to be Pat McGrath Sublime Mothership number 2. And this shade is the inner corner shade. And we use these 2 shades as well. So yeah, I stuck my hands all in it. So this for outer corner, this for the center lid, and this for the inner corner. First half lower lash line, second half lower lash line. And from the MAC palette, outer corner, center lid, inner lid, first half lower lash line, second half lower lash line. Both of these are super friggin' easy. I know I just said it, but I'm just kind of like, wow. I'm surprised that this shade was shinier than this shade, considering this was in the Pat palette. These shades are a little deeper. Well, this is more red than that. That is definitely brown. In between the 2 center shades, this one did show up more reddish, and that one is called Rose, and this one is called Loading, actually. But I like both sides, and they both applied super easy. So let me know, were you correct in this being the MAC side and this being the Pat McGrath side, or did you get it mixed up or whatever? And I really like these looks. They're both really easy. We are going to go. Thank you for being here. If you made it this far, put a black heart, and that will be it. Lots of information below. And yeah, we just want to say that because there's always lots of information below. I appreciate you all for being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.